Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our kind of off-the-cuff Selezen Plays Elite Dangerous. It's better than life, or better than life, or however you want to pronounce it to make it fit with what I'm trying to say in the thing. Yeah, Elite Dangerous Horizons Beta 2.4 dropped yesterday. It's the closed beta, which means that what you're going to see tonight, if you don't have a beta account, you won't be able to see until a few weeks from now, which is pretty exciting. So they're going to be doing loads and loads of different stuff. There's loads of stuff getting added into the game, some of which they can't tell us, because of course it's all secret stuff. So hello everybody. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to have a bit of a cheese and wine party to celebrate the fact that the new drop is imminent. Yeah, just going to have a bit of fun, bit of a laugh, have a look around, see what's going on, and have a bit of a chat. Oh, Garzini, how you doing, mate? Well done. Oh, you've just subscribed as well. Oh, amazing. That's 2 months you've subscribed for. Thank you very much, mate. Very much appreciated. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream enough to pay for it. You pay for this shit. Well done. I'm not going to argue with you. Yeah, so I've got cheese. Bit of the old Danish blue, or some French blue, whatever you want to call it. And a bottle of red wine to go with it. Apparently Shiraz wine is a very good thing to go with blue cheese, if you prefer red to white. So if you have your own wine, if you have your own cheese, then feel free. I can't share mine, unfortunately, because it's not transferable through the microphone. Last time I tried to pour wine in a microphone, it didn't end well for me or the computer, so I'm not going to do that again. So yeah, we're on. Tonight's plan, it's kind of random. We're just going to have a look, see at the new stuff that's in there, and we're going to see what's going on. The text that's on the bottom of the screen there that you can see where it's Welcome to Elite Dangerous 2.4 Beta. There's a section in that states about starting at Austin Town and the test community goal linked to an unknown structure. That's what I'm going to have a look at tonight. I'm going to start off by having a look at some of the new in-cockpit stuff, like the new HoloMe stuff. Apparently there's some new hairstyles and so on. It was a great big change list, which I did mean to actually have up on screen and have a look at. So I'm just going to try and get all that stuff up on the screen at the moment. Just let me try and go into that. So if we're going to Elite Dangerous Forum, news and updates, patch notes. Doesn't mention anything in there at all, which is typical. So let's go to where I heard about it all, and I found the link. Close that. Go into there.
I am known as Orion.
That's interesting, Shatner. Thank you very much. Sorry about this. This is me just being faffing. Apologies. So let's have a look at that. Come on. It was in here. Where is it? There it is. Okay. There we go. Changelog. So what I'll do is I'll have a chat through the changelog and we'll have a look at some of the stuff that we can have a look at the minute. I don't tend to get involved with the community goal stuff in the betas because I don't usually have a lot of time, but this time I am actually planning on doing a little bit more than my normal very lax ability to do beta stuff. So I'm hoping that this time a little bit more time on my hands, hopefully I'll be able to have a bit more of a detailed look into what goes into these betas and actually take part in it for a change and potentially provide some feedback. Not quite sure how to do that, to be honest. There's so little that I do it. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure who's watching tonight, so if anybody's watching this on Twitch, give me a shout out in the chat so I can see you there. And if
Confirmed.
If you're watching this on YouTube, then please drop me a comment or drop me a like and let me know what you think. And if there's anything that you want me to do for a future stream or a future beta test, then chuck a comment in there and let me know. It's always good to know what's going to be watchable on the streams. I don't seem to get a lot of feedback from you guys actually. Once it goes out on YouTube, there's a few people start watching it, and I don't think most people watch it all the way through. But it'd be good to get some idea of what you think of the bits that you see. So I'm saying this at the very start to kind of say, let me know what you think. If you're bored, if it's too long, or if there's not enough going on, or you have a preference, then by all means let me know, because obviously I'm developing the YouTube side of things as I go. The stuff on the Twitch channel is basically me waffling on. But if there's more of a demand for sort of focused stuff on YouTube, then I might start looking at doing that kind of stuff once the RPG is out the door. 3 decal for being involved in the beta goal. Cool. That's always good to know. Hopefully it'll look really nice. So, right, without further ado, let's stop watching myself witter on screen, and we'll go into the game. Now, as I say, fast start option for New Horizons command will start at Austin Town Station in Ark. There's a test community goal linked to a nearby unknown structure on Comovoy. Those who participate in the beta community goal will earn an exclusive Tester's decal in a future update. Yep, you just read that off the screen, didn't you, Garzini? Yeah, so that's what I'm going to try and have a look at today. I've made a note of where that is. It's an unknown structure, so obviously I'm going to have a look around for it. Can't imagine them making it easy for us, but hopefully we should be able to find it without any problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some of the things in the... I'm going to go private group as usual, so if you are playing the game and you want to join up with me in the beta, then by all means pop into my private group. I read the beta notes yesterday! Yeah, I did as well, but I didn't know the beta thing, the decal thing. Can't see it there either. Or am I looking at the wrong part? Hang on. Go to the top. Oh yeah, right at the top there. Not quite sure about the stability of the headset at the moment, so let's recenter. Give it a bit of a flick around, just make sure everything's okay. And we have a message in the comms panel. Open comms. Open comms. Open comms panel. Comms panel. No, he doesn't give a shit. Let's shoot the old-fashioned way there. Go across there, there's a message. Sirius system permit issued. You have been issued with a Sirius system permit. That's nice. Okay. That's interesting. So, what else has been kicking off in there? We haven't got a lot of stuff actually in the comms panel to look at, so we'll come back out of that. So do that, do that. Right, and what are the things that we're going to take a look at? It's the first thing on the list of beta stuff to check. So the first thing we're looking at is new content and featured for Horizons. HoloMe stuff apparently has been revamped. Obviously I'm going to be looking at kind of stuff off to the side, so excuse my side view. HoloMe save slots. We've added save slots for different commanded appearances in the HoloMe system. Wow. Let's take a look into the HoloMe section. That's the wrong mouse. First of all, what we'll do is we'll pour a bit of a glass of wine. We'll start our wine and cheese festival. Wine. You notice that all wineries have a screw cap. Caps lock attack. Now we're going to let that breathe. Do we do that for cheap wine? It's not that expensive. Funny story about it today actually is that I was in Tesco's. Ostensibly I was in there to get ice creams for the wife, and I decided while I was there obviously we're going to do the cheese and wine things. I got a bottle of wine. Chucked it all into my little shopping basket thing that I carry around with me, and not all the time, just when I'm shopping. Put it onto the self-checkout till at Tesco, took something out, and the whole damn bag fell off the rack. The wine bottle smashed on the floor, and there was 75 centilitres of wine all over Tesco's floor, which was not the best thing to happen. So that was my second attempt at buying a bottle of wine today, but it did work, so now I have one. So not the best or most auspicious start to an evening. Just hoping now that nothing else will go wrong. This glass is filthy. I'm off out on the Raz tomorrow night, tomorrow during the day as well. So obviously this is a bit of a warm up for that. So it's going to be an all-day drinking session from about midday until probably about 10. But we're used to that kind of thing. Right. So as I was saying, HoloMe stuff. What's happening in here? So HoloMe save slots. We've added save slots for different commander appearances in the HoloMe system. So if I then go to save, will it give me the option for slots? Yes, it does. 2 of them. Confirm.
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 Okay. That's a bit of a bug. I'd like to confirm it and then say it's done, rather than confirm and then say it's not done. There we go. That was interesting. So create new custom commander. Oh, look, another one. Cool. And it keeps the previous settings as well, so that's cool. Okay, so let's go back. And we'll create a new chap, shall we? So we're going for gender. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Categories none selected. So outfit, set, customize. Sleeves. Okay, that's obviously a new thing. So that's not quite finished yet, I would assume. But obviously that looks like we're getting the option to have customized things like sleeves. Now is that going to be clothes, leg wear, torso wear? Are we separating out the suits now? So, oh, that's interesting. So we're going to have separate items of actual clothing. So we'll have sets of clothes we can wear. So we'll have sleeves, leg wear and torso wear. Interesting. Interesting. Suits, we know what they are already. I've just purchased myself the gold suit. So let's have a look and see what the gold suit is. It's Ascendant. Gold. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just lovely. Headgear, any new hats? Nope. All the same hats that we're used to. I want naughty hat. Okay, so let's go for the complexion then. Let's go with the hair. So hair is apparently the thing. So we've got save slots, 12 new hairstyles. Shiny gold. Look at that. It's got scratches in it already. Look at that. How ostentatious is that? It's great though, isn't it? So hair types. Oops. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Purple hair. No, I don't think so. I am not the chav. So I'm going to assume they're at the bottom. Whoa. Okay. We've got the long hairstyles there, I think. So what we got? We've got long hair tied back. Is that one of the existing ones? Short hair side part. One. So wait a minute. Let's count from the 1. Go from the bottom. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 12. The first one is that one. Well, that's interesting. Which is spray 3 cubes of people at Tesco and till workers, or the 3-litre bottle of Coke in the conveyor belt fell over and split on the side. Yeah, people are a bit fucking stupid with that. I mean, I'm not saying that you are. Obviously, you've learned your lesson now, I would assume. But so many people just pile up the bottles, stand them up on the till, on the conveyor belt, and then get fucking surprised when they fall over. It's ridiculous. Okay, so what we've got there, we have Curly One. Wow, 70s gasm or what? Not entirely sure that looks convincing, to be honest. It's not bad when you look at it face on, but when you look at the bits that are actually sticking out, it does look very two-dimensional. It doesn't look like hair at all. Because if you look at that there, it's quite two-dimensional. So that's not great, actually. I suppose from the sort of image that we're going to get from it, it's not too bad. So what's this? Long hair tied back with fringe. Okay. These are looking very like girly ones. Oh, but they laughed at the time, yeah, probably Garzini. So yeah, that's not bad. Loose ponytail. Can I get out without clicking something else? Oh, yeah, I can. That's not bad. Not particularly masculine. Loose ponytail. I like it. I used to actually have my hair like that when I was a bit younger. Loose ponytail with fringe. Again, that's looking more like a girly one. Curly. A bit like that one, really. Curly 01. A bit longer and a bit more full. Same kind of idea, just not as tight, I don't think. Curly 3, wow. Now that's curly. That's, yeah. And then we've got the curly ponytail. I quite like that. That's actually more what my hair looks like when it's tied back, not this big frizzy bit there. Because my own hair tends to go quite wavy, sort of round the bit grown from the head, and when it gets out to the ponytail bit, it tends to be quite flat then. So it gets wavy and curly up till about here, and then it goes flat for the rest of it. So it's quite nice. I think it's quite nice. We've got curly ponytail 2, same idea, just a bit longer, I think, or more curly. Yeah, it's more curly. Yeah, shepherd books here. Yeah, and of course the ubiquitous dreads. Got to have dreads in there somewhere. Yeah. Can't say I'm convinced. I've never been a big fan of rendered dreads. They look rendered. That's not bad though. That's more like the shepherd book look, I think. I like that. Oh, I quite like that. One thing I have noticed, obviously my character, Mr. Lake himself, has the short hair. And I'm not entirely sure that's rendering particularly well. I don't know if this is something that was happening in the last version, but if you look there, as you rotate the head round, there's like a layer. I mean, that's a visible layer of hair. Is that something that was happening in the other version as well? Because that does look... It looks lovely there. Lovely from the back. But as you rotate around to the front and you get that front-on view from this angle, you are getting a very visible gap there, which doesn't look natural at all. Which is a shame. Other than that, we're looking alright. So yeah, we've got the save slots, that's good. Shall we have a randomly generated chap? Ah, the male presets. How we love them. So let's find a... No, actually, you know what? Let's go for... Let's have a lady. Lady. I don't know. I think so, yeah. From what I remember before, there was a fair few of them. Because I was cycling through them to make some of the screenshots for the RPG. So which one's fairly representative of me then? They don't do big... The thing they do, they're not doing fat people yet, I've noticed. Very much a single body shape, which I'm not pleased with. Everyone in the future is thin. Can't say I'm finding many of these that actually look like me. Or at least give me a starting point to look like me. I always like ginger. Let's go with the ginger to start with then. Let's not go for very pale skin. Let's go for a bit darker, medium to fair. Let's lose the freckles, we don't want to be too traditional. Age, let's boost that up a little. Let's go to there.
You'd better ask our scientist.
Oh no.
Verity?
Of course, sir. Major, a term used to describe a large circular plane. The word mare means sea. On the moon, the Maria are the smooth dark-coloured areas.
Let's have a look at these new ponytail styles.
Quite
The
an
fringe,
education.
quite like them. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Not going to work too much on this. Oh, we've got different shaped eyes though. Because I'm pretty sure that that's a new one. Cold eyes. Let's try and have a more structured nose. He's nothing like me, but quite attractive, I think. Could try and make the wife actually, I suppose, couldn't I? So what new stuff have we got here? Thin's actually looking thinner, which is good. So that was one complaint I had with trying to make my face, is that I've got quite a thin mouth. Did it? Okay, I just obviously wasn't paying attention. It's got a nice wide mouth. We're going to have a height on it. No, it was quite nice where it was. Upper lip profile. Doesn't really do all that much, does it? That. Need to bring her chin out a little bit though. Ears are fine the way they are. Head. And we're going to go for the jawline and the chin. Let's take that away from being just going to make it round because that's always more attractive, I think. Prominence, let's bring it out a little. To bring her jaw out a little. Prominence. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's nice. That's also nice. And the width in a little bit. Jaw, let's make it less angular. Make it soft. There we go. Oh, I quite like that. Accessories. Getting prepared for eyewear. So yeah, one of the things that they've actually said in there I noticed now is that HoloWare added slots for eyewear and outfits. 19 hairs. Yeah, well they specifically said they've got 12 new hairstyles, so I would assume there is now, what, 31? So that's a fair amount. Still not enough though. So yeah, that's our female version. So what I'll do is I'll give her one of my suits. And we'll go for a vibrant one. Purple goes with ginger. And we'll save. Save. Confirm.
Confirm.
Confirm. Yeah, it seems a bit flaky, that. Monocles. I'm looking forward to pince nez. Alright, so that's us mucking about with HoloMe then. So synthesis is another thing that's been changed. We've now got new heat sinks, chaff limpets and life support top-ups for synthesis now, which is good. That means pretty much you can refuel anything from synthesis, which is good. You spend the time, you do a bit of grind and you get all that stuff. Additional planetary bases added to Colonia for migration winners. So yeah, more stuff there to do. I did have a quick look through this yesterday. I did see that there was a decent amount of stuff added to Colonia, which is going to make it more worth going to, which is going to be interesting. So new content and features. Non-Horizons is a ship rebuy penalty. So if you do PvP murder, then you're going to be penalised by both that. The sort of ship rebuy is going to be more expensive if you try to go to a less expensive ship. Pilots Federation bounty is going to be added on if they do PvP murder. That's quite good for griefers. Oh, well, it's bad for griefers. Wine time. And good for those who are being griefed upon. I've got no doubt that some of the griefer community is going to have a go at the Care Bears about it, but you know what? Fuck them. Inbox revamp, various quality of life improvements, and a new look. What, testing the PvP stuff? Well, I have no interest in PvP, so probably not. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened. If it's one of the things, it won't be a high priority, but if there is time and I have got the thing to do it, then I'll do it. Yes, for science. Yeah, I might do. We'll see. Chained missiles. Oh, chained missions, sorry. Which can be longer than 2 steps. Inbox revamp, I'm not quite sure what that means. Quality of life improvements and a new look. So what's the inbox? Is that the comms panel? Not entirely sure where that is. Okay, let's come out of the HoloMe. Back. Oh. Save. Just save her again. Confirm. Back. Load. Load me back in. Can I rename them? No. Exit. Exit without saving. And we're back. So, inbox. Is that part of the comms panel? So let's have a look at the comms panel then. Don't see much different in the messages box. Quality of life. I don't see a new look in there apparently. What's that? That's just messages from our friend requests. Not sure what that means. Inbox. That looks the same as it did before. Okay. What's in there?
Affirmative. Verity.
Oh,
Why don't you
God.
explain?
Confirmed. Major, a term used to describe a
said
large
anything like
circular
that.
plane. The word mare means sea. On the moon, the Maria are the smooth dark-coloured areas.
Wonderful.
So I'm not seeing anything. Filter. That just means that you can filter what's being displayed. Has that always been there? I don't know. I don't use the comms panel that often, so I'm not entirely sure what should be there and what shouldn't be there. I really need to play this game more often if I'm going to do streams on it. Info, find crew, info. That was something someone said. Yeah. Spotted ships included. And that was the new thing. If you look on that list, Type 10 Defender there, the from the bottom. That was something I just noticed on the forum while I was navigating around earlier on. And someone posted this picture on there and showed that there's a new ship coming by the look of it, which pisses me off no end because bloody RPG is going to be missing a ship on its release. Now the question is, what am I going to do about it? Is it possible I can question Frontier and ask them if I can get some screenshots? Something I can put in, just have a thing in there. So I don't know what the hell to do now. This is what I was really hoping wasn't going to happen for the new release, was a new ship. But it looks like there is going to be something coming out shortly. So the Type 10 Defender. Could this be a new Lakon? Type 10? But an actual combat ship from Lakon, which is something we haven't really had yet. So that's interesting. So that's interesting coming back. I don't know if that's part of the new things. Helm, gunner, fighter. Find crew. Is this part of the inbox? I don't know. Anyway, so that's new. So it's the filter's a new thing. That's the only thing I can see that's new though. Garzini telling me there was no filter. That's fine. Can't see anything else that's on there. So looks interesting. So what I'll do is I'll just nip into the Starport Services interface, which doesn't actually stop my headset from kicking around, does it? Tell you what I will do actually. I'll just go and do what I was doing. So anyway, hull canopy repair, limpet controllers now available, so that's interesting. No, I'm going to come out of that. I'm going to go back into the comms panel just to stop it from racking around. So it was like a beefed up keelback. I'm hoping it's going to be a new design. Surely, I mean, don't recycle something else. I mean, the keelback being just a jumped up Type 6 just made me want to shout at people. As far as I'm concerned, the keelback should have been a Type 8 if they're going to keep it going that way, or the keelback should have been something actually unique to itself. I don't like this idea of recycling ship designs and then just adding bits to them to make them give them a slightly different role. I mean, the Diamondback Explorer alike, the Asp Explorer alike, and the Type 6 alike. The fact that they then just took the designs and added little bits to it, or changed the dimensions slightly, and kept the overall same design for the Asp Scout, the Diamondback Scout, I can't remember if it was the other way around actually, and the Keelback it's just lazy. But then I suppose in a way, if you think about it, it makes sense, because that's what people would do. They would take a hull design or a chassis design. It works the same with vehicles, doesn't it? Like cars and trucks and so on. You take a standard design and you bolt stuff to it to give it a special purpose, like you get with the Sprinter, the Mercedes Sprinter van or the Ford Transit or anything like that. So I suppose it does make sense from a commercial point of view if you're looking at it as an in-game or as an in-universe ship designer. So use the existing chassis and take it to a logical extreme. So I'll shut up then, it actually makes sense in game. So, hull canopy repair limpet controllers. That's going to be interesting, because that's going to be quite a useful thing to have, especially if you are not a particularly great pilot and you manage to break your ship while you're out exploring. If you've got some of those limpets with you, then you can at least try and fix things up a little bit. I wonder if they're going to have hull painting limpets, because my paint job is fucked. Preview game extras and outfitting. Okay, that's something we can take a look at. So let's go to Starport Services. Outfitting. There we go. So what were we looking at? Oh, cheer! Yay! Thank you, Garzini. Game extras and outfitting, preview paint jobs and other game extras. Okay, so let's have a look at livery. We can preview other stuff. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. So the aspects. Look at the state of my paintwork. I mean, look at it. Look at that. It's manky. All my paint's going from the corners. That's terrible. So paint job, gold Pharaoh. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, I see. So everything's listed, everything you can get is actually listed in-game now. That's a good idea. It's a very good idea. It does clutter things up, but they have done it quite intelligently and put the things you've bought at the top. That makes sense. I quite like that idea. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, and there's my gold paint job as well. Tactical, 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 tactical golden. And gold. So I've got a gold paint job and a golden paint job. Oh. 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 Okay. I like the gold paint jobs. I bought them both, so I must like them. Yes, it is. I agree. That's very good. I like that idea. I mean, yeah, I suppose you can preview them on the shop site, on the store site, frontierstore.com, .net, whatever it is. But yeah, it does make it look a bit nicer. You can preview it on your own ship and see what it looks like with your choice of liveries and stuff like that. So, gold is the old version. Golden is the one they gave away to owners of the old versions. Okay. I thought golden was the new ones that they'd brought out. Or is it, oh, they've released golden ones for the other ships before? Ah, that makes sense then. So they brought out a whole new load of golden ones for other ships, but they'd given people who bought the original gold type ones, these ones, which weren't particularly gold, more brassy, got these ones free. Fair enough. Makes sense to me. I want to put that one on while I'm in the beta, but I think I will. Awesome sauce. Now why isn't it giving me like a clean job? I've just repainted the ship. You'd think it would fix the paint job, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Go back. I want to see the paint jobs and the scarabs. I've not seen them. I've been exploring since these came out. Ooh, you even get to preview the scarab. So what have I got? I've got quite a lot of these. Chase blue, chase green, chase orange, which is the one that I wanted. Chase red, chase white, pulse blue. Which I bought. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to get that in red as well. And yep, there's all the new ones there. How lovely is that? A bit over reflective in there. There's a lot of bloom on that. That's supposed to be black. That's white. That's not black. Oh, it is. It is around the bits that are painted. 10 credits? I'm trying to make some bloody money here. I do like the SRB paint jobs actually. I think they're really nice. They're really subtle. They're not just blob of colour everywhere. They actually give it a decent kind of distribution like a proper vehicle would have. It's like accents rather than just cover it in paint. It's nice. But yeah, it's good that you can preview them. You've got a shopping mode there. What does that do? That just gets rid of the ones you've already bought. Cool. It's a shame. It's still a shame that you can't actually buy in-game. That you have to come out the game. You have to log out the game, then buy it. And then log back in again. It's a shame. Also, you can get the weapon detail and so on. Obviously, you can't preview that because it's a real shame that if you change your HUD colours, it changes all the relative colours on the interfaces as well. That's a bugger. Especially when you're trying to preview colours, because you have to actually look at them and see what they're actually going to look like. Never mind. So, preview paint jobs and other extras. I'm assuming that's not equipment, because it's not really going to show you what equipment looks like in there, but never mind. Stored ships can now be sold from the rebuy screen to cover the rebuy cost. That's a good idea. Yep, that'll be handy. Not really something we can really test, or that would be very interesting to test. Updated route plotting system. Maximum route plotting is now 20k light. Yes, that's good. That's going to make these long journeys, like the exploration journeys or journeys to Colonia, that's going to make them a lot easier. And obviously making it a lot faster is going to help as well. So now an option to make use of neutron star boost. Nice. An icon is displayed on the route to show the last scoopable stuff. That's a good idea. That is going to be so much help. That is going to be very, very useful. That's going to... the only problem is that's maybe going to take a lot of the fuel rat's business away from them. But that is a pretty good thing to have. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. That's a very good thing to do. It's going to make my life a lot easier when I'm exploring. Rather than jump, scoop, jump, scoop, jump, scoop, I can just jump, 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 and then I know when I need to scoop. So I just have one long scoop where I can then just sit and chat to people. Nice, I like that. So, additional NPC stations added to support infrastructure and trade routes in Colonia. Good. I'm liking the expansion support for the Colonia region, definitely. I'm just hoping they're going to make it something that's going to be more interactive in the game, because at the minute it seems to be Colonia's expanding based on expansions, which indicates to me that there's no facility within the game to actually allow the expansion to happen as the game progresses. So as you start to establish new trade routes, or as you start to establish new colonies, there's no way to actually say, right, we want to create a station here, let's flag this as somewhere we can build a station or build a colony, and let's try and add that to a trade route. Can we go to a planet? I mean, this might be something that might come with the exploration expansions. I'm hoping that what they're going to do with that is actually say that you can scan a system. Alpha UK4, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for your comment. Fuel rats meant to diversify into repair services via the new repair Olympics. Yeah, that's a really good idea. Diversify and expand. What would they wouldn't just be fuel rats then, would they? What would they be? Mechanic rats? Repair rats? Fixer rats? Help pilots who've fucked up rats? I like it. Yeah, so... yeah, as I was saying, if one of the new expansion improvements come in, or the new exploration improvements come in, potentially what they could do there is have it so that your scan will identify what the decent things to trade in that system would be. So that if a planet, say, is mineral rich and has X amount of commodities that would come out of it, then you could use them. and that would be something you could then trade. So if you said then, right, we can trade that, there's enough here that we can start putting a trade route in, you can then flag that, or you could flag that when you get it back to Universal Cartographics, and then the automated process within the game would be put in to say, right, we'll start building a station here, and then X amount of time would go by, and you can then visit that system again, and you would see the station being built. You could perhaps even go there and see the station, and you could watch it be built over the course of X amount of days or weeks, and then it would then become part of the trade route, so it's more flexible. I know that's done in other games, that kind of idea is done in other games, but it would be a great addition to Elite, to actually see that player interaction affect the background simulation and affect the actual universe that you're playing in as well. That would be a very immersive thing to do, and I can't see it being that hard. I don't know how hard it is, I don't know how the background stuff works. I know that quite a lot of this stuff is actually done manually, but it would be a place to start, definitely. So we're coming up to 8 o'clock. I'm going to try and rip through a lot of this, because I want to do at least an hour of actually flying about and doing stuff. One thing I am going to do, actually, now that my ship's actually been dragged back to a station as part of the beta thing, what I might do is a bit of a thing. I might actually sell all of the trade data that I have, or at least look at it, all of the exploration data, sorry, and see how much money I'm going to get from it. Because obviously, if the road to riches is as lucrative as what everyone says it is, I've gone a fifth of the way around it now, over a fifth of the way around it. So I should have made a couple of million. So we'll see how that. We'll have a look at that in a minute once I've gone through the list. But I'm going to read through this list. If I find anything really interesting, I'll discuss it, but I won't go off into tangents because we've got another maybe 10 minutes to go before I want to start actually doing some play. So Sarge has been renamed on Colonia based on migration winners and new NPC locations. Cool. More depth to Colonia. Additional space stations added to Pleiades region to support civilian expansion narrative. Again, good. Mysterious locations added that we're not going to tell you about. Well put. I like it. That is the bit that's going to have everybody champing at the bit to get the new expansions when they come out. So all of you out there who are maybe watching this or watching it now, yeah, that's the bit that's going to be fun. Added search and rescue contacts to stations across the galaxy. Now that's an interesting one. I know that I've seen, as part of my wandering about stuff and taking photos, I've actually seen on photograph search and rescue ships around the systems. Search and rescue contacts, I'm interested to know what that actually means, because that could be a very interesting thing to see. Does that mean we're going to actually be able to start search and rescue missions? Does that mean that we're going to have search and rescue missions available to players? Because if there's contacts in the stations for search and rescue, is that going to be a new mission type? Or is it an existing mission type that I just don't know about because I'm not very bright? I don't know. But that sounds like fun. Search and rescue, that's a new type of mission. You could be a search and rescue. You could be a paramedic. An intergalactic paramedic. That'd be pretty awesome, actually. That sounds like fun, actually. Yeah. I like that. New and improved salvage scenarios added to support search and rescue gameplay. Yeah, that supports what I just said. Yeah, that's cool. If that's all it's going to be, if it's just going to be a more interesting way of doing salvage, then I'm not entirely sure I'm convinced on that one. We'll see. Made salvage commodities legal to pick up from wreck sites. So they are. It's just it looks like it's just an expansion to salvage stuff. What would be interesting is salvage missions or search and rescue missions that you could do for players. So a player could send out a call, like you were saying about the field rats, Alfie. Have an option that the field rats could do rescue missions as well, or players can do rescue missions to pick up actual people, or pick up players. So that would be interesting, rather than just picking up a canister that's supposed to be an escape pod. But that's good. I mean, search and rescue contacts, search and rescue scenarios would be an interesting thing. I'd love to see how they're going to do that. Could probably have a look at the bulletin board on here and have a look and see how that would work, but that's pretty cool. Okay, fixes and improvements then. Audio system updates. Audio collision refactor. Triggering audio collisions is different, should sound the same, so nothing we're going to notice. Music system is completely replaced. Existing music should behave exactly as before. It is now much more maintainable and enjoyable to use. To who? We don't use it, it's just there. Radio chatter. The radio chatter system works differently under the hood now, enabling us to do cool magic chatter based things in the future. Okay, so that's a fix for the future. Nice, okay. Existing chatter link should function the same as before around starports and planet ports. So obviously they're going to expand the chatter ideas out into different areas, possibly. Flight controllers. This system also works differently now to be far more flexible and pave the way for future awesomes. Again, the player experience should be the same as before for now. That's good. It would be nice if they're going to look to expanding the flight controller dialogue to be slightly more interactive. And to use something other than just having your first three initials and then the type of ship you fly as something to welcome you into a system. Actually having it say your ship name or your ship registration would be lovely. It would be absolutely amazing. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Controls. Fix the responsive issue that could occur when using D-pads on the Galaxy map. Fixed an issue where the driving mode switches were not bound in classic context controls. That might be useful. That might fix something I've been finding with the driving mode. That's why I don't use the driving mode very often, because it doesn't seem to retain the switches, or retain the bindings more than anything else. But it didn't seem to be right. Factions. Encourage factions to not expand into star systems that require permits. Why not encourage factions not to expand into systems that were named by someone else? Get the fuck out of Morton Mart, you bastards. Fighters and crews restored the missing descriptions for the GU-97 and Taipan fighter when reviewing their details via the roles panel. Yep, cool. Galaxy system map. Updated some textures in the system map to reduce memory usage. Yep, that's good. Fixed an issue whereby you would not get a failed message when plotting an economical route. Okay. Not seen that yet, but good. Fixing bugs, we like that. Fixed an issue with how the Gemini constellation was being drawn on the Galaxy map. Fair enough, can't say I noticed anything, but yeah. Corrected an issue whereby the completed mission indicators were not updating correctly on the system map. Okay, I wasn't aware there were mission indicators on the system map. Oh dear. Fixed an issue where ships that have been transferred were not displayed at the correct location on the Galaxy map after logging out. Okay, fair enough, yeah. Not tried all that stuff out yet, must really try that one day. My plan was to actually move all the ships that I've bought at Morton Mart, all the ships I've bought at Shinra Adezra to Morton Mart, which is where I want my character to be based. At least when he's not doing stuff for the Teen Isla place. So yes. General fixes and tweaks. Fixed date stamps on inbox messages. Yep. Various text fixes, various localization fixes. Fair enough. All good stuff. HoloMe creator. The escape key will no longer exit the HoloMe system. Good. Fixed a rendering
Thrusters
issue.
full burn.
Oh, shut up. Fixed a rendering issue that could occur when a commander's hair overlaid certain environmental fog effects. Okay, yep, I can see that. Missions. Add distance from star system to the mission destinations. Yep, that's a good idea. Ship kills and actions to complete planetary hacking disable missions will now only contribute to a single mission. This will be the earliest mission accepted. Refactored mission selection to promote a wider selection of missions on a single board, a better spread of missions across factions, and heavily promote a selection of conflict missions for both sides involved. Fair enough. Refactored mission selection to more reliably generate permit, engineer and rank missions at eligible stations. Good, good, because I'm thinking about increasing my Imperial rank to get an Imperial Courier, so that's a good thing for me. And all that stuff is pretty good for people who are doing the missions. Which is one thing I will get into at some point. Wants to lose the exploration bug. Slightly rebalanced micro resource reward selection probabilities. Good. Added an inbox message when passengers alight from the ship. Cool. Follow-on missions can include more data about previous missions in the chain. Cool. Added support for missions allocating additional rewards based on station distance from the jump-in point. Okay, yep, fair enough. That's a pretty good idea. So basically, the further you have to go from the station to get, furthest you have to go from the jump-in point to the station, you get more money. Yeah, that's always good because it can be a ball ache. That means the missions to Hutton Orbital are going to be fucking good. Optimization for how system data caching for secondary sites is stored and requested. A significantly improved mission board loading, especially for those on high latency networks. And that'll be good because that can take an age to load. Fixed message text when trying to accept missions past the mission limit. No longer says ... of this type when it means total missions. Okay. Fix passengers on tourism missions not realising the player hadn't gone to the right beacon when on multi-site trips. Okay. Fix localization text for certain part of Ram Taz Ruin mission. Fair enough. NPCs. Fixed an issue whereby forgetful military NPCs could sometimes have left their weapons at home. Okay. Shooting a capital ship in a scenario where the bad guy is no longer allowed you with a bounty on your head. Good. Trigger happy NPCs will now only shoot missiles once the target's shields have dropped. Fix the falling skimmer issue that could occur on planet surfaces. Fix for capital ship movement issues. All very good stuff. Outfitting. Fix an issue that sometimes prevented players from selecting stored modules in outfitting. Fix an issue where livery items would not appear the first thing they're clicked on. Various outfitting items have had their descriptions fixed. Good, good, good. Player journal, which I haven't used yet. I've got to try using that. I did luminosity property to scan event for a star. I did mission redirected event. I did search and rescue, sell ship on buy events. Include latitude and longitude info and screenshot event. Include transfer time to fetch remote module. Include info about online friends at startup. The scan events generated for all bodies in a system while scanning a navigation beacon. I did repair drone event. I did music event. Okay. Render. Fixed OX specific issues with asteroid decals having bright textures when mining. That saw station lights rendering through your ship's geometry. Tweaks to prevent certain landing pads from being visible when using the vanity camera when docked in a hangar on a planet. Fix an issue that could lead to other commanders mysteriously floating around the screen when inspecting a fighter or SRV. We have made some improvements to the planetary surface textures to prevent from jumping when driving an SRV. That's good. Improvements with station LOD when in a wing. Cool. Server. Fix a cause of stored ships on the galaxy map that were inaccessible from the shipyard. Fix a transaction server error when transferring. Oh god, this is all technical stuff. Displaying the wrong language labels in lots of different things. Incorrect faction superpower allegiances for the maps. Yeah, fair enough. Stop displaying main menu as the last location, top bounty news reports. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Fix some occurrences of commander validating when displaying Xbox commander names. Fair enough. Fix transaction server errors. Yep. Various reliability and performance. Good. Performance improvements are good. Ships. Anaconda. Fixed error that could occur when attempting to change Anaconda's livery when engineers modified shield generators equipped. Fixed LOD issue with Anaconda paint jobs. Yep. Tidied up some textures. Diamondback fixed some level of detail issues. Explorer fixed some lighting issues. Dolphin fixed texture issues with excursion paint job. Flip text on cockpit fire extinguisher. Dolphin cast shadow correctly when in hangar. Eagle fixed texture issues. F-63 adjusted lighting and livery screen. Fed Corvette adjustments to bumper ship kit works better with paint jobs. Fix some clipping that could occur with a class 1 cannon, small size 1 hardpoint. Fed dropship. We patched a hole. Yep, that's always good. Imperial Courier adjustments to the decals to prevent clipping. Adjusted decal 1's camera to prevent clipping when using VR. Imperial Eagle remove some stray geometries in the cargo bay. Improved stretch textures can be seen in your canopy ices up. Minor texture and geometry fixes. Lakon 6 added new hangar cameras for the rear ship kits and wings. Type 7 fix a LOD shadowing issue on top. Fix some missing cockpit textures. Lakon Type 9 lights to the wings of the Lakon Type 9 so that nameplates can be seen. That's nice. Cool. Python, several vanity camera orientations fixed. Viper 3 fixed clipping occurring when equipping a spoiler ship kit. Mark IV Viper changed hangar cameras with rear facing cameras for the spoiler and tail ship kits. SRV fix a text overlay issue with the surface and system map buttons in the navigation panel when driving an SRV. Fixed an issue that caused the mouse direction cursor to not appear when driving an SRV. Stability fixes, fixed loads of crashes. God, there's loads of this stuff. Crashes from nearby NPC ship docking, saving it, setting back to the main menu, reviewing multi-cam hard points, various situations when playing, memory leak, entering unidentified signal source, civilian installation or supercruise. Some crashes fixed. Always good. Oh, dear me. Ooh, that's gone straight to my head. Wow. Stations and outposts. Outpost weapons platform has been completely updated with new art. Yay! All outposts have an art pass to fix minor issues and improve visuals. Outpost rendering is now fixed. Schematic rendering, sorry, is now fixed to show all extra modules, not just core outpost. Modular stations have an art pass to fix minor issues and improve visuals in some areas. Various station schematic models have been updated to improve quality and fix orientation issues. Physics mesh optimization in the newer station interiors to improve frame rate. Various updates to station interiors to fix minor art issues and improve level of detail. UI. Oh no! How beans on toast for you tonight then. Fix an issue with the fuel scoop in UI element would overlap with the jump charging. Fix an issue that would cause your inbox to become garbled when deleting messages. Gun sights were not rendering correctly. Fixed icons that were missing in multi-crew role switch panel. Fix an issue when multi-crew session report could overlay incorrectly and not be closed when opened in the gunner cam mode. Insurance screen now shows last ship you were flying by default. Livery items you own will now be indicated with a tick. Removed a mysterious invisible button to nowhere from the station services menu. Okay. Corrected the commander portraits appearing at a low resolution at the station menu. Some cosmetic improvements to the layout of the insurance screen. Fixed an issue where Wingman's target marker could disappear when they target a subsystem. Fair enough. We've made some adjustments to mouse behaviour when viewing the HoloMe menu in VR so that it matches other UI screens. Disabled the bloom effect when using the VR graphical presets by default, as it could be a bit hard on the eyes. All of VR's a bit hard on the eyes. Weapons. Improvements to the animations on the railgun. Wow. And that's it. That's a hell of a list of stuff to fix. A lot of good content there. Looking forward to some of the stuff they're saying for the Horizons input. And the non-Horizon stuff with the stuff they weren't going to tell you about is pretty cool. So, yeah. The plotting of... I think the stuff for navigation on the galaxy map is a good thing. Increasing 20,000 light years, and having an icon to show the last scoopable star. They are going to be really useful for exploration. So I'm quite looking forward to giving them a try. Okay. Cheese time. Sorry. Let's crack open the blue cheese. Sorry for anybody on the speakers who might think that's a bit loud. Always find when eating blue cheese, or any kind of cheese, really, that leaving it out for a bit, once you've had it in the fridge, leaving it out for a little while and leaving it to go a little bit soft and get a little bit sweaty is very, very, very nice. This is probably the fault of a girl at work today, a lass by the name of Alice, who had some blue cheese for her lunch and had some left over and allowed us to share it. So yeah, Dan and I jumped on board with that idea, definitely. Could you tell me what materials are needed to synthesize a limpet? No, because it doesn't tell me that. It doesn't say it in the thing, and I haven't seen a comment that actually tells me that. So no, I'm afraid I can't, Garzini, sorry. Okay, so, right. Let's go back and do what I said I was going to do, which is take a look at the Universal Cartographics. Now, I'm assuming that the sale of data hasn't changed. That it's just the prices shown here are going to be the same as what they are in the main game. Oh my god! In the synthesized section of the inventory. Okay, where's that? Is that in my special things over here? Yeah. Okay, let's have a look then. Materials, data synthesis. Limpets. There you go, iron and tin. Basic synthesis will create up to 4 limpets in your ship's cargo hold, space permitting. Oh wow! So you can create a limpet just with some tin. I've got 18 iron somehow. How the hell did that happen? Ooh! That's nice. Heat sinks. 2 basic conductors and 1 heat conduction wiring. Where'd you get them from then? Ah, there you go, you see. Okay, let's have a look at Universal Cartographics again, because that was a hell of a page full of money. So I'm going to assume that they are actually the full prices of stuff that I can get. Is that right? It must be, because 405 credits. I think those are just systems that I was jumping into, and just scanned the star and then headed off. So you tell me that I've made 38 million. That can't be right, surely. Okay, let's look at that. If there's a 10% increase on what these planets, on what these things are actually worth, and that's still 3.8 million. So it's 3.8 million for that page. Is that actually how much it's going to be? 38 million for one page? Holy shit! Seriously? So if I stop my road to riches now, I'm going to have made some ridiculously large amount of money. Like, we're looking at probably 100 million. Well, it's done 2 pages worth of data. But still, that's fucking 50 million. Shitty death. That's my Python bot then. Okay, if I go to the shipyard then, what's actually on sale in the shipyard here? Probably not. Oh, everything. Awesome. I'm not going to get a car. So the prices are still at the levels they were before. So I can buy my Python then. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. I certainly am.
Acknowledged. Verity.
Oh,
Why don't you
God.
explain?
Okay. A natural satellite or moon is a celestial body that orbits another body.
Very informative, and thank you.
Jeez. Yes, I can see why the Road to Riches is quite popular then. Alright then. Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
So what we're looking at from here is Cobber Boy. K-O-M-O-F-O-Y. Oh, it's not far away, that's good. That's very good now. I'll plot my route to that as one jump. $300 million just for scanning habitables. That's looking damn good, like. Close galaxy map.
Exiting map.
Raise landing gear.
Landing gear raised.
Boost.
Boost activated.
Get clear and jump.
Afterburners.
Power to engines.
Power diverted to engine. Distancing now. Stand by. The FTL is charged and ready. Stand by. Engaging jump.
Why is it saying I've got 4 messages when I don't have any messages? Oops. Jump.
Jumping.
No, it's right there on the map. How awesome is that? Wait a minute, did I have to sign up for something for this community goal? I'm assuming this thing's on a planet. On the planet, sorry.
Affirmative. Verity. Why don't you explain?
Yes, sir. Planets. A planet is a celestial body orbiting a star or stellar remnant
After
that is
Thargoid.
massive enough to be rounded by its own gravity, but is not massive enough to cause thermonuclear fusion, and has cleared its neighbouring region of planetesimals.
Quite an education.
I like it was in a huge crater as well, that's pretty cool. Oh, Garzini, I bought a new banner today. Super economy one, not particularly great quality, but the same as the ones I've actually got, so I'm hoping they'll be as good and last me as long as the other ones have. But yeah, it only cost me 30 quid. 28 something. 25 quid for the banner, freely uploaded design, blah de blah de blah. I don't know if it's the place you work, but it was one that does seem very familiar, and I think you sent me the link to it once to look at what a grasshopper banner was. So I don't know if it's the one that you work for or if it's something else. But I decided, importantly, that I didn't need 2 banners. I wanted to roll all the information that I had on 2 banners before into one banner for the RPG this time, so save myself some money and save myself some space. Ooh, creepy music. I'm reading up what I need to actually do, because I have no clue what I'm actually doing. Fuck's sake. Well, there's a land nearby it, and then I'll read what I need to do. But I'm hoping that obviously people on YouTube are going to get a lot of notification about this because they'll get a ping and obviously be able to search for it, but I'm hoping that if there's people watching the stream tonight, you're going to get a bit of an eyeful of some what looks like some pretty awesome sneak previews of what's coming up. It's also the first time I've actually ever seen a Thargoid ship in game, and I think that thing centre screen there is a Thargoid ship. Okay. I'm going to come to a stop and I'm going to try and use the outboard cameras. Actually, I'm going to switch my view to a full screen one. So let's have a shufty and see if this works. Game capture. Really dangerous. Okay. I'm going to put the logo off for a little while. I'm actually just going to record this stuff. Don't think I'm getting a lot of places I can land really around here. I have to land just outside it, then drive in with the SRV. I've already purchased them, mate. Already been on there. I've got my suit and I've got a couple of the paint jobs. Got my Python one. Got my Imperial Courier one, I think. I think I have anyway. If not, I'll be getting them soon anyway. So, but yeah. So there you go. There's that. So I'm gonna drop down a little. So that I can get a bit of a closer view of that middle structure there. Is that a way in? I think I will say about Thargoids is that they do seem to crash a lot. There's a few beauty passes of the ship now. Just 'cause I can. son of a bitch. Also, what needs to be done is a few screenshots. So let's grab that back. Oh, that's epilepsy inducing. Didn't think it was possible to make that screenshot process worse, but they've certainly managed it. Yeah, I've gone for the suit. I've got the SRV, and I've definitely got the Python. I may not have got the courier then. So I know I spent £8, so I've probably not got the courier. Just those three. Right, okay, so, right. What I shall do is I'll pop over here. I'll drop the ship down. Deploy landing gear.
Taking care of landing modules.
Put it on that shelf. Might work. Let's try and drop it there. Don't do that.
Activating beacon now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've spent £8, so I know I bought two things in the suit, and I know I bought the SRV, and I'm pretty sure I bought the Python. So I know I've got the suit because I wore it earlier. Just you all saw. Right. Let's see then. Scarab deploy. I'm not entirely sure how the Scarab works, or even if it still works. Well, I should come out and facing the right way. That looks a lot bigger. That is huge. It looks like a turtle. Actually, now that I'm done, I'm going to read the Reddit thing and see what it says about what we need to do for this actual mission. For a special ship decal. To verify your participation, please deliver at least one unit of the following materials from the Thargoid structure on Convoy A1. Scanner Life. I wouldn't even know what that looks. Oh, wouldn't even know what that looks like. Thargoid Carapace, Thargoid Energy Source, Thargoid Organic Circuitry, Thargoid Technology Components. These materials should be delivered to the Science Research Contact at Silva's Dock in the Convoy system. Begins on 17th of October, run until the 3rd of September. To end the beta test decal, you must sign up as an active participant before delivering Thargoid Carapace, blah blah blah. So sign up before I give it away. Right, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty simple. I've got dots on my screen. Target.
Targeting.
Target.
Selecting target.
Ooh, the hell was that? Target.
Locking target.
Something's moving. I wasn't expecting that. Target.
Target locked.
Target.
Lock target.
Next target.
Targeting.
Why can't I target anything? Next hostile.
Targeting. Stand by.
Are these things going to shoot at me? Find out what the keys are for targeting. Options.
Functions.
Drive and target. There we go. I've not got that set up, that's what. B button. Right, okay, that's fine then. Right, okay, so the turret is that button there, and then B thing. let's try things out then. There's living Thargoid stuff here. Can I bind the head look thing to my target? Driving turret controls. They're gonna eat you, probably. Okay, let's see what that does. Okay, we'll inverted that by mistake. Options, controls. Driving turret. Do not invert. Yes, that would be interesting. And more than a little scary. Right, so now I have head look control. No fire button. Oi. Thanks for the yeah, that would be interesting. If someone could carry in space, then I'd say there could be a legitimate issue for that. But I don't know if they're going to build that kind of thing into there, or if they can detect radio waves. Driving turret controls. Driving. SRB primary fire is the trigger, which is what it should be. Yeah. Do I have to set something up to make it fire? Eek. Oh, so that's come right next to me, but it hasn't actually fired at me. So it doesn't think I'm hostile. I haven't done anything. I have no idea what I've done. Ah, good point. That'd be it. There we go. They don't seem to be reacting to me, so... Though the scavengers just seem to have gone underground. Yeah. Not detecting the surface of the planet very well. So it's not reacting to me as being hostile. And they're doing stuff to fix that, whatever it is. That's a big crevasse. Yeah, thanks for that iXtream V1. You did trigger my knowledge of where things are and how to set things up. So, I was going to go till 9, but I might go on a little bit longer, because this is fascinating. Right, I've found a decent way in, I think. No, I haven't iXtream. I haven't been inside any Thargoid stuff. Yay! Cheese! Get wine as well! Join cheese and wine night! well, it's the finest of wines. Wine of Australia, Shiraz selected by Tesco. Not exactly the fine dining experience that you'd expect. I'm not a wine connoisseur, I'm not an elitist when it comes to wine. Hardy, hardy, har. It is for Scotland. That's a bit. Oh. It's a bit of a cheap shot. When I was at university, my friend Giles introduced me to the wonders of Bulgarian red wine. Ooh. His dad used to buy it in the caseload. I'll let you off then. Maybe. I'm a bit dubious about heading down there because it doesn't look particularly safe. I'm not sure I can actually see the structure I'm trying to get to there. That's all quite large bits and pieces. So let's... what have we got down there? Psycho Cow, thank you for the host. Whee! Whoop. Spinny.
All.
Welcome everyone from Psycho Cow's stream, welcome to my stream. It's not very often I stream on a Friday, so I apologise if I've overstreamed you, but obviously your viewers aren't going to come here while you're on, so I'm in no risk of interrupting the abracadabra. How did it go? Whoops, was it fun? Oops, stop. Ooh, nice reflectiveness. I detect a follow. The notification hasn't come up. So thank you for the follow, whoever it was. Evening, Psycho Cow. Welcome to the Thargoid thing. And yes, welcome Simon Winard and your lovely comments. So this is a Thargoid structure of some sort. What's down there?
Acknowledged. Verity, why don't you explain?
Okay. Major, a term used to describe a large circular plane. The word mare means sea. On the moon, the Maria are the smooth dark-coloured areas.
Extraordinary.
Oh, Blind Speed, thank you for the follow. Mindwipe UK, thank you for the follow. No, Blind Speed is from last week. Gwitey, thank you for the follow. Kosh Narnek, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Very much appreciated. Right, where to now? That's a rock. I've gone down the hill. Ah, crap. That's because I've got that set to lock for some reason. Sorry, I've just realised I'm still in the full screen thing. I'll go back onto my main window now. Hello everybody. So, right, this is where I was going before. Okay. Down, down, deeper and down. Okay, I need to find out what the command is for the camera. I need to have a bit of a look around, because I'm getting a bit lost. Options, controls, driving, miscellaneous,
Missions.
SRV, left shift and that thingy. Left shift, that one. Come on. Driving, miscellaneous. Driving. It was camera suite, wasn't it? Camera suite. SRV. Left, alt, and space. Left, alt, space. There we go.
Status.
Stop. No. Up. There we go. No. Bifford. It's cheese and wine elite night. Can't seem to unlock the vehicle from the camera. That's a bit shit. I did see on Twitter I was having a random Friday stream. But it's beta. It's beta. All the rules are out the window for a beta. I'm not giving up the chance for some beating. Yay! Carzini has joined us in Cheese and Wine Night. Possibly not the wine. Oh, wait a minute, there's a hole. Can I go down there? Am I going to get up there? Nope. Ow. This Bifford is the unknown location in the beta. The new Thargoid interesting point. Point of interest, sorry. Interesting point. Behave yourself, David. Right, so I can get around that now. It's fine. Let's do that. Oh. Just took off, didn't I? Yeah. Don't kill me. I did, yeah. Bifford, not Bifford popped in, and Psycho Cow popped in, and all the Psycho Cow's mates popped in, and it's just become a bit of a Psycho Cow party. Okay, I'm lost now. Where the hell is the structure I'm looking for? Is it over there? Over the other ways. That's looking more like something I can get into. It comes up on the map as unknown beta location, or sorry, beta unknown location. This is the community goal thing that the beta is kind of testing out. It's the first time I've actually got myself involved with something to do with the Thargoids as well since since they've made an appearance. Whoop. Apart from, I've just turned myself right round, haven't I? Yeah, keep going that way. Pardon me. I think I need to be going that way. More cheese, Vicar.
Verity, would you explain that for the commander?
Confirmed. Perturb. To cause a planet or satellite to deviate from a theoretically regular orbital motion. This is usually caused by the gravitational pull of neighboring planets.
Tremendous, bravo.
Where are you heading, and how do you know where to be going? Well, you see, you've not found the main part of my thing here, which is I have no idea where I am. I have no idea where I'm going, and I'm guessing. And I appear to still be fecking lost. Is this the structure I'm looking for? Or is that it over there? Okay, just going to jump down here. So is that the central structure that I was looking at from the ship? It looks like it's in the right place anyway. It is one structure, it's amazing. Ow. I think that is the central structure, isn't it? It looks so different from here. What's that over there? Yeah, I think that as well. Whatever this thing is, it's amazingly big. I don't even think about the central mass yet. Get up on top of this brow. It's a bit of a shifty round. Well, that's the question, isn't it? Where are the mission bits? When I was looking at it like from above, there was what looked like a visible entrance. But at the minute, I'm not entirely sure I can actually see anything to get in. Not even seen anything that looks even vaguely like the thing that I was looking at from orbit. Not from orbit, from above. Oh, this is looking a bit more promising. That could be our bad boy there. I'm actually driving on it now. I've seen a few faces actually before so far, it's quite eerie. That's not good. How do I fire the thrusters? Like that. No, 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 shit. That's bad. It's very bad. It's all very bad. Yay! Lost 10% of my hull. Well, 20% of my hull, but... Oh. This is all looking quite scary. Stuck again. Oi. There it is. Found it. And amazingly luckily enough, I've actually found the bloody entrance as well. That's the entry point that I saw. There's something moving there. There's a lot of things moving there. Now they didn't do much to me on the way in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to puddle over there. Just a little steamy thing over there. Yes, I'm putting off going inside. Alright? So what's that? What is it, Dad? What is it? Pardon me. I obviously can't collect it. No, I refuse. Organic structure. I'm gonna have to shoot stuff, ain't I? It's gonna make me shoot shit. Okay, let's have a look.
System map.
I never said system map. Close system map.
Closing map.
Is that actually a way in? Or is it closed? It's closed. Wow, that looks so freaky. I believe shop's closed. Looks amazing though, doesn't it? That is stunning. It's gonna make me shoot shit, isn't it? There is a way in. Where though? Why don't you let me shoot?
You'd better ask our scientist, Verity.
As you wish. Lunation, the interval of a complete lunar cycle between one new moon and the next. A lunation is equal to 29 days, 12 hours and 44 minutes.
Quite an education.
It's gone off the thing again. Alright, no one cares. Deploy cargo scoop. Deploy cargo scoop. Nobody seeing that. Uh-huh.
This.
Thargoid uplink device, eh? Where did that thing go? Thargoid uplink device. Oh, graphic glitch. Where did that thing go? Contacts panel. Good point. It's not even there anymore. It was there. I saw it. That's what I think it was as well, Thargoid carapace, but where the hell's it gone? It's gone inside the bloody structure. That's problematic. Wakabuku! Sorry, I didn't even notice your thing slide up there. Okay. So it's there. It's rolled into the ship. That's a fucker. How do I deploy the bloody cargo scoop on this thing anyway? More cheese.
Warp drive engaging.
Shut up. Options.
Functions.
Driving. Driving miscellaneous. Cargo scoop.
Module deactivated.
No. That's gone away again. Oh my god. Okay, there's obviously nothing around here. There obviously is something inside that thing. Could be the way it goes. No ways in there. Why am I up the side? There's a way in. There is a way in. That does mark the first time I've been shot at by Thargoids, which is quite nice. You can see through that door.
Dis-
So how do I synthesize fuel? You need unknown artifact or probe. Fucking hell. Where do we get one of them from?
Ex- Dis-
Yes! I have done what I needed to do. I have the cargo I need, and I think I've filled up my cargo hold as well. Thargoid energy source. Thargoid technical components. So inventory. Materials. SRV cargo. Three of them. Synthesis. SRV refuel. Right, have I actually got the stuff I need then? Infantry. Materials. Thargoid technological components. Thargoid technological components. So yes, I do. Thargoid energy cell. Yes, I do. So I'm done. I can bug off now. But because I'm who I am, I'm gonna kill that fucker. Right.
You're welcome, sir.
It's me done. And the question is, can I call my ship down here? Where's the bloody ship?
Affirmative. Stand by.
Where's the bloody ship?
Coordinates confirmed.
How do I call
Approaching
the
LZ.
ship? Oh, I just done it.
Verity, would you explain that for the
Oh,
command?
fuck off, ship.
SRV
Okay.
visual confirmed.
Planets. A planet is a celestial body orbiting a star or stellar remnant that is massive enough to be rounded by its own gravity, but is not massive enough to cause thermonuclear fusion, and has cleared its neighbouring region of planetesimals.
Extraordinary.
I'm assuming that if I fuck up the SRV then I'll lose all the cargo. Yeah, I've got it. Thanks, Shepherds. Very much appreciated. Getting out of dodge. Alien dodge, but dodge nonetheless. assume that's too steep. Alright. Fair enough. Hits I can take. I'm assuming that the ship has buggered off, given that it's not on my marker. Zoom out. Zoom out. Maximum. Don't know what the voice code is, I don't even know what the key is. Looks like I'm in a good place for landing. Ow. Boop. Here's my baby. Well. Raise landing gear.
Landing gear up.
boost.
Thrusters. Boosting now.
Jump.
Engaging jump.
Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging Super Cruise.
Oops. Engage Super Cruise? Oh no, we can't. Engage Super Cruise.
Preparing for Super Cruise.
That's what Silver's dock I want to go to. Oh, for God's sake.
Deploying heatsink.
What I said. Where's the crash site now? I can't see it anywhere. That's bizarre. It's actually vanished. That's weird. Bug? Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging cruise.
More wine vicar. Just saw how the hidden commander thing works. Everyone now shows up as a solid rectangle to deploy weapons. That's not... That doesn't actually work out all that well, because if you're trying to matchmake, or if you're trying to be in part of a group, what are you meant to do? Just ask everyone to put the weapons out. drop. Ooh, that's close. Which side am I going in? It's that side, isn't it?
Lincoln, Sierra, Echo, Lima. Welcome to Imperial Sovereign Territory. Please approach at a safe speed and comply with station regulations.
I like that lighting, it's nice.
Permission
Don't miss
granted.
that
Land
Jennifer,
on
the
designated
strip
pad
comes
number
into the sponge
05.
station. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Maintain your approach, Commander. Ground services are ready and waiting for your arrival.
What ground services? There's fuck all in the stations. Pad 5. Wherever that might be. It's there. Whoa! Jesus, that was loud. What the hell was that? Is that meant to be doing that? It's a known target. That's fine then, as long as it's known. It doesn't make me feel any better. That's what I thought, Garcini, actually, I must admit. I thought it's something to do with the ship we're carrying. Right, sign up for the CG. That is there. It's missions, isn't it? I take it that's meant to be slightly quieter. It's a little quieter. I know, Garzini, I've done community goals before. You already said it as well. Thank you, but I know. Contacts.
Contact.
Ugh, go away. That's a new interface. And that's it. I've now earned my decal, I believe, or have I got to get more than... No, I don't think so. That's me done.
Jump.
So there we go. Now if I go to mission board... No, if I don't, I'll go to... Well, we'll go to that one. It's saying no progress. Okay. Why is it saying nothing? Insufficient contribute. Oh no, top 100%. Alright, okay, so I've got. That says I've got it. That's fine then, okay. That's fine. Cool. Job done. So that was the community goal. That was quite interesting. I quite enjoyed that. Worrying and scary though it was quite an enjoyable bit of mucking about. I'm done. I'm spent. It's taken me an hour longer than I thought it would. And my watch just died. So yeah, that's the beta. That's the big thing about the beta, is exploring Thargoid stuff and finding out what's going on with all the new stuff. So that's pretty good stuff. Some nice bits and pieces for the new beta. When I come back on Monday, I think I will have a bit of a go at some of the other stuff in there as well. Oh, that's cool. Didn't notice that before. Move the mouse by moving my head. And you'll notice that I've traded in my exploration data, anybody who wasn't there while I was doing that. And so far, if these numbers are right, I've earned on the order of 70 million just by doing 70 planets. So we're on the verge of about 1 million credits per planet, or 1 million credits per system, which isn't bad. So that's the road to riches and how that works. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to pause that to lose that horrendous noise. Hopefully they'll fix that by Monday, because that is horrible. But anyway, that was no, it wasn't Road to Riches, was it? It was Better Than Life 2.4 episode 1. A long stream, but a very interesting one, I'm sure you'll agree. My first time doing one of these Thargoid mission-y things, and that's what it's all going to look like. So that's part of what's going to be in the next release. So that's quite exciting. Actual interactive hostile Thargoid things to look at, the little scavenger bots. Another crashed Thargoid vessel, or another Thargoid structure of some sort. So we'll have to see where that goes. But is it the normal time for the station but massively amplified? I think so. I would assume that that's part of the background noise, but they've just screwed the volume up completely. Yeah. So that raises a few questions about what's coming for the next update, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing what's in store for that. Next time I come on, I'll look at one of the other aspects of it. I don't know which yet. I'll have to have a look at what's available to have a look at the moment. Quite a lot of stuff going on, so might have a look at the new route plotting stuff and just see what new stuff's there. It might even be worth having a jump out to Clonia and having a look and see what's there. So If you watch this or if you comment, I'm going to put this on YouTube probably tonight. If not, I'll do that tomorrow morning first thing, depending on how early I get up before I go out. So pop a comment on the YouTube video that goes up, or send me a PM, or talk to me on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and let me know what you would prefer that I did on Monday. But Monday, obviously, I'll be continuing with the Better Than Life as I normally do when the beta comes out, and putting the Road to Riches on hold for the time being. But yeah, I've enjoyed the stream tonight. It's been a bit different, a bit stressful. Obviously, the exploration part of it is not something I've done much of on the SRV. Driving around is not something I'm particularly great at because I still haven't got the hang of driving properly yet, and I haven't mapped any controls for it, which is something I must get around to doing. So yeah. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed this slightly random, off the cuff stream. Thank you for Psycho Cows guys from the Abracadabra stream, which you can see on the screen there right now, for popping by and dropping in, which is the same thing, redundancy and all that. And all the best to you guys as well, and to my normal viewers, Garzini, Bifford, and the rest. Thank you for popping by on a random night. I will see you for more cheese and wine, potentially, on Monday. Oh, that was nice. But for now, people, hey, no worries, Garzini, my pleasure. It's always fun to stream with you guys around. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for popping in. It's just let me pop around your house without telling you I'm coming, so I do appreciate that you've nipped in to have a watch. Have a great weekend. If I'm not on before, I'll see you Monday. Take care and have a great weekend.